Hello, my name is Nell, and today I'm going to be talking about criticism and entitlement and about how you can be critical of something without being entitled. Before we get too far into it, hello, my name is Nell, and I have things to say about disability, chronic illness, mental health, and occasionally current events. If that sounds like something that interests you, I would love it if you would subscribe to the channel. Come back every second Wednesday when I upload new videos. Let me know what you think of my videos in the comment section, and if you know of somebody who would benefit from or enjoy one of my videos or the whole channel, please feel free to share a link with them. A while ago, I shared a video about a song about the NDIS, aptly named the NDIS song, on YouTube, on TikTok, and on TikTok, there were a lot of comments. There were hundreds of comments, and most of them, the majority of them, were very positive and heartbreaking. They were on the same page as me, commenting that the NDIS deserves to be criticized because there are problems. There are problems that need to be fixed, but there were some comments that were critical of my criticism. They were comments telling me that I was entitled, that I should be thankful for getting what I get and having what I have, pointing out that without the NDIS, I'd be worse off. Therefore, I should be thankful, take what I can get, and sit back and be quiet. And to do anything else would be entitled. To ask for anything else would be entitled. But is it entitled to criticize something that helps me? Is it entitled to question something that is meant to be contributing to my life and well-being? I don't think so. I believe that providing criticism is necessary. I believe that providing criticism of a system like the NDIS is absolutely necessary. And for me, it's my way of showing respect to a system like the NDIS by saying to it, I believe that you can do better. I believe that you were designed in a way that needs you to do better. And when it's something that directly affects my life, I need to speak up. I need to bring up the issues and offer solutions. And my kind of criticism is constructive criticism. I don't just bring something up to drag it through the mud. I bring it up to point out the weak spots, highlight those weak spots, and then bolster them and make them stronger. Even on that video, there were hundreds of comments of people talking about how the NDIS had left them out in the cold. These weren't people who were asking for anything excessive. These were people who were asking for the things that the NDIS already said they would give them. The NDIS would say, we will give you support, we will give you equipment. And these people said, okay, I would like support and equipment. And then the NDIS didn't follow through. They weren't receiving the basic things the NDIS had said they would give. And these weren't suggested out of thin air. These were offered and not followed through. If somebody makes a promise and they break that promise, it is not entitled to seek out answers why. If a politician comes into power on the basis of certain policies and making promises that he will keep those policies once he's in power, it is not entitled to criticize them if they then don't put those policies in place. It is not entitled to expect promises to be fulfilled. You can criticize something that affects you and is meant to look after you. That is not entitled. Because there is a healthy form of entitlement, and that is when you are entitled to be looked after. You are entitled to have your needs met. And adding that constructive criticism can help others in the long run because it means that it could fix those problems that are causing you to be critical in the first place. And there's a huge issue with this attitude because by labeling people who criticize as entitled, it discourages people from speaking up because people don't want to be seen as entitled. People don't want to be seen as ungrateful, as difficult, and so they might not speak up. So they might not challenge the status quo. They'll stick to what they're being given because they don't want to be going against the grain. They don't want to be seen as ungrateful because people don't realize that you can, in fact, be critical and grateful at the same time. I am grateful for what the NDIS provides for me. However, I am still critical of it because I know it can do better. You can have both. I criticize things that affect me. I am not entitled. I am simply holding things to the standard that they themselves set, and they're slipping. And there's nothing wrong with that. And I will continue to do that. And I think we all should. We should normalise giving constructive criticism and holding things to the standard that they themselves set. There's nothing entitled about that. Thank you for listening and for learning with me. That is all for this one. I will see you in the next one, I hope. All right. Bless.